Hello, everyone.
Hello.
We had an ordeal this morning. Basically, we're at Jesus' house. We're recording this, and the
The mic stand broke and it's irreparable. So we're using a tabletop condiment holder as a replacement mic stand.
mm-hmm,
And it's barely holding on for life. So if you hear a big thump in this episode,
that's
then
why.
yeah.
So, what are we talking about today, Double?
We're going to be talking about our most serious injuries.
Yeah, and also, I just want to add that you're on the side working out how to stream because you have been streaming on Twitch recently. You want to tell them about that real quick?
Yeah, you can watch me on Twitch
Twitch.tv
TV
slash
slash
double
double
zero
zero
nine
ninety
four.
four.
Well, I'll leave it in the description.
We also have a Discord
It's
and
called Moonquack.
Moonquack, and it's on my Discord, my Twitch page. If you ever want to join and actually communicate with a couple of people, we only have a small group now, but eventually it'll build up.
Yeah, I'll leave that in the description too. But, um, we're talking about injuries we've had. Do you want to start, or do you? What?
Okay, so the worst injury I experienced.
Okay, do you want to go from like what age you were, like?
I don't remember the age.
Or like youngest to most recent injury, and like from. You know what I'm saying?
And now I'm just gonna talk about what injuries I've had before that were pretty bad.
Okay.
Well, there's the one I had before I became diabetic.
Mhm.
When my pancreas burst.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
It was painful. It's not an injury on the outside like it could be patched up with a band-aid. It was pretty life-threatening.
Ooh, how old were you?
I told you I don't remember. I don't remember any of my ages
Oh,
when I was injured,
okay.
unfortunately.
Okay, one of my first injuries that I can think of is I think I was like 4 or 5. I was in the bath. I was taking a bath. My mom was there too because, like you're 4 or 5, your mom can be in the bath with you. Anyway, we have this like, excuse that. We have this like, it's our tub and then it's like a wall almost and it's like a shelf. You put like your shampoo and stuff on. Basically, I stood up and I slipped and I busted my chin on that shelf thing. And I don't remember if this was a dream or it was real life, but I remember going to the emergency room and some doctor pouring blue liquid on my chin. I think that was a dream. But yeah, and from what my mom has told me, I had to wear a gigantic band-aid on my chin for a while. And she took me to her work where she works one day and I fell on my chin again.
You don't knock yourself out like that.
Yeah. Okay, what's another one from you? Want to switch off?
I think I had, as Rachel can see, I have 2 cuts on my fingers.
Where?
See that?
Oh yeah.
And then this one.
Oh yeah.
I had got my finger stuck twice in a can opener.
How?
Um, I don't really know how. I don't remember when. I think this was like when I was actually around maybe 8, 9.
Mhm.
And I was trying to open up a can of raviolis.
Was
And
it Chef Boyardee?
yeah, and it's the electric ones. That's why I don't want to touch an electric
Oh
can
yeah.
opener.
Mhm.
Because I despise them. And so it just, yeah, it basically cut through my finger.
Ooh.
And I had to go get stitches on on my 2 fingers. And I am still very cautious of them because I don't want to touch anything that could injure these 2 fingers or open up the stitches for some reason. I know that it can't be opened up, but I have the fear that it at some point it might.
Yeah. I have that same fear with one of my other injuries I'll talk about later. But another one I remember, I was like 12 or 13 at this point. What? His screen is saying he last joined 666 days ago. That's a convenient number. Anyway,
Yeah.
I don't really remember any other injuries before I was like 12 or 13 besides like minor injuries. No, wait, I do remember one. I was like 8 or 9, maybe 10. My dad had his friend over from work or something like that, and they were hanging out outside because we have a gigantic shop outside. And we have a gravel driveway, which I don't know why, but we still have it today. But I was riding my bike up and down my gravel driveway trying to impress my dad's friend because I wanted to look cool. But when I was riding up on my bike to like the end of the driveway, I slipped or something. I tripped and I had a huge scrape on my knee to the point where like I was screaming and crying. It's still a scar on my knee today. Like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I know. I seen it.
It's right here. And it's kind of nasty. Don't lick it. It's on both knees. And I remember my parents had to like put hydrogen peroxide or alcohol on it, and I was like scared it would sting. And also when I went to school, I couldn't really do much because I thought my legs were broken. I just had a gigantic band-aid on my knee, and I couldn't really move my knee because of that, so I tried to convince everyone that my leg was broken. My knee couldn't move. I don't know. Babe, I was weird.
You're adorable.
No, I'm not.
There's one other injury that I don't really know if it's a confirmed injury, and that's my back.
Oh, yeah.
I can't confirm because I've never been to a chiropractor, but I have like dozens of people telling me I need to go to see a chiropractor because of it.
Including me.
But
you don't listen.
For me, I can feel like something's out of place, and I don't know what it is. I just don't have the time, and I don't have the money to go see a chiropractor all the time. I need to actually get some health insurance before I can even think about going to other chiropractors to save on money or whatever I need. And then once I do that, I think I can.
Yeah, but when did that first start? Or like, how do you think?
Middle school.
How did you think you injured your back?
Well, back when I was in middle school, which was not back when I went to. It's back when I went to Oliver Wendell Holmes, and not in Oak Cliff. And then after I left Oliver Wendell Holmes because I transferred out of that place because I absolutely hated it.
We can talk about that in our school stories podcast that's coming later.
I had been walking around with my trumpet going to class. A little backstory on Oliver Wendell Holmes. Oliver Wendell Holmes used to be a all-black school back when I was growing up, and it recently became an academy. So you can understand that all-black school becoming open to all races was a very dangerous time back then. I'm not saying I don't like black people, because I do. I love black people. They're amazing people.
We love all people.
Yeah. I had a lot of friends that I still respect today that are black, and I don't really see that color. But the people there, they hated me because I wasn't black.
You're Hispanic.
Yeah. So I would constantly get attacked on the bus or messed with on the bus.
Whoa.
Going to school and all that. So I'm just making sure you understand that I don't hate the people themselves. I just hate the majority of them that were absolutely hateful towards me for not being black.
Spill that tea.
Anyways, back at that school, it was an obvious bias there because the principal, the janitors, the teachers were all black, except for a couple of them that were Mexican. But that was just introducing new people into the building. They would. I was walking to class with my trumpet because I was in band. I had it. Yeah, I had it in front of me, like, because I was pretty big for me when I was pretty small of a kid. I wasn't skinny per se, but I wasn't fat. Now I was walking, or rushing. I wasn't running, and a teacher, again, a black teacher, obviously was crippled kind of because he had crutches, and I think he was a gym teacher if I remember correctly. He puts his crutch. No, he put his cane out. It was a cane.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
He put his cane out in front of me to trip me. And he says he was just trying to stop me from running in the hallway. But what kind of person puts out a cane in front of someone to tell them to stop running?
That's not a good person.
That's not how you do that. And it was obvious. I was obviously targeted for that.
Yeah.
I told the principal about this because I was actually legitimately injured from it. I was completely knocked out from from just falling on my trumpet. To the point where I was rolling on the ground in pain. So, because of that, I went to the principal and all that and tried to get this teacher in trouble because obviously you hurt me. Why would I not tell on you?
Yeah.
The principal said that he didn't do it and they threw out the argument.
What? That's... Wow.
It was completely tossed out because he says that that he would never do that. Why would he do that? Well, how the hell do you explain me getting injured from just falling over? Well, maybe because you're running. No, because someone tripped me.
Yeah.
But whatever. My mom believes me because I wasn't a person who would lie about that.
Yeah.
And I felt that the teacher got away with something that would be right now illegal. I mean, it's still illegal to trip a child, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I'm surprised by that one. I don't know how to follow that up with.
Yeah, that was like probably my downright major injury that still affects me to today.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Oh, the next one I was going to talk about, when I was 12 or 13, I was at my neighbor's house, and they have a dog. It's an outside dog. His name was Hank. He was a German Shepherd mix, and he was really pretty. He was a really good, nice dog. Anyway, since he's an outside dog, they had him on, like, a cord leash thing. It was, like, I don't remember, but it was, like, not, like, a normal rope leash. It was, like, corded, and it was stronger. But I was being stupid and decided I want to play a game where Hank runs around and we jump over his leash. Well, for some reason I stood in like a spot where he ran around me, and basically the cord was wrapped around my ankles, and when he ran I fell to the ground and the cord had gave me a rope burn on my ankles.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. It wasn't there.
Was it on the other foot?
I don't know. I haven't checked in a while, but the last time I did check, I don't think they were there.
You might want to be careful of mushing the table.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me of another story. That was in high school. Basically, I think there was a girl in a wheelchair, and she had like a cast on her leg and stuff, and there was someone pushing her, I think, and I don't know if they knew that. I don't know if they knew, never mind. I don't think they were looking where they were going. So the wheelchair scraped the back of my ankle, and I don't even remember if she said sorry, but after that there was a gigantic bruise on the back of my ankle, and it hurt really bad.
Is that I mean, yeah, that technically counts as an injury.
I mean, not really. It's not. Do you have any more stories? Because I have 2 more.
I don't.
Okay. One that is really major is basically I was in my high school art class, Mr. Saito's class, shout out. And basically we were having a wood project where we were sawing wood. And I wanted to be at my friend's table because there was a separate work table we were grouped into groups. There were separate tables for each group, and also a work table where you could work, obviously.
You're really good at this right now.
I know. Oh, you're naked.
Mm.
Babe.
Yeah.
I don't care. By the
I-
way, he's playing a game. It's called Rust, and he's naked. Okay.
Better?
Yeah.
You can still see it though.
It's a
Don't look
very
at it.
distinct outline.
Don't look at it.
I'm sorry, I got off track. But basically, I wanted to be with my friends at the work table because I was feeling lonely at the work table, so I decided I'm gonna go over to my friend's table and work on my wood project. So my wood project involved a saw. So I was sawing, and for some reason I sawed towards myself, and I caught my finger, and it was awful. I caught my finger, and Mr. Sale warned me about this. He was like, don't cut yourself. And when I cut myself, he was like, I told you. So I had to like rush to the nurse's office. She told me it doesn't warrant stitches. Just, she said it would like form a dead skin. It would, I don't know. It would basically fall off, or you need to cut it off, basically. And it never did, and it just kind of binded back into my skin, and it left a nasty scar. Can you that one?
I see that.
Yeah, that's a nasty scar. So, don't saw towards yourself, kids. Do
Yeah.
we have any more stories we would like to share?
I don't really have anything.
I'm trying to think if I have any more because I've been hurt a lot in my life.
Didn't have to cut me off.
I can't think of anything. Do you want to end this now, or want to? Because you're distracted playing your game.
I'm not distracted.
Are you sure about that?
Yas.
Yes. Okay, are we ready to leave it off now?
Yeah, I think that's all we have for right now. How long have we gone on for? About 17 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not turning out to be a podcast more than just episodes.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. Okay, we'll leave this off right now by saying have fun and don't die.
And brush your teeth and veggies all around.
No. It's eat your vegetables and wipe your bum.
That too.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.